What's up, Facebook fam, YouTube fam, and Instagram fam? Um, Hope everything's going good. Hope everybody's having a good new year. Um, this is good new year. Everything's fresh and new, so hopefully everybody has a good outlook and perspective on life right now. But the topic is today is something that kind of been, pressing and close to me that I wanted to do. But basically, the topic is things that black men should know in corporate America, or if you're planning on going to work in corporate America, um, whether you're in the process of completing an internship or if you're changing careers. Definitely with the economy, a lot of people have changed careers. I've changed careers. So, I mean, everybody's doing that right now. So, definitely, this is some good information that I think would be pertinent as far as if you are planning to make that transition or if you're new into corporate America. I worked corporate America for about 10 years or so. So it's definitely been a beneficial experience and a humbling experience as well. As you know, in the African American community, especially black males, we have the stigmatism as far as, that we're not that professional or that we just don't know how to be too educated working in corporate America. So definitely some good insight that you should know. Wish I would have had some insight before I went to corporate. Um, I think it would have been beneficial for me as well, but it's definitely good information as far as if you are seeking to be on the daily grind and working in corporate America as an African American male. So first, just want to throw out some statistics. So according to the Census Bureau, based on black males from ages 25 and up, 48% have attended college, 17% have bachelor's degrees or higher, 18% has less than a high school diploma. So basically, just as far as African Americans in America, we are made as far as up to, I would say, 16 percentile as far as in America. So there's about 16% of us in America. So these stats are pretty good, as well as some more information as far as the black males within the workforce and the occupation type. So 42% of African American males are white collar workers. So that's definitely really informative. That we don't always do labor jobs. We do other jobs as far as executives, managers, what have you. So we are able to diversify as far as what we do in our career. So as well as 30% of us that work in blue collar jobs in America. So that's pretty good. And also 23% of African American males work in the service occupation. So basically, the main thing as far as an African American male, you definitely need to know how to play the game. And when I say play the game, you need to know that you always have to be cognizant as far as what are you doing, what are you saying, how are you dressing. Even if your employer doesn't have a dress code, you always want to have a great appearance, always want to be well groomed. You always want to be cognizant of that because no matter what, we're always getting watched. Again, we have that stigmatism as far as not being too educated, not being too articulate. So it's definitely something you want to be mindful of no matter what you're doing or where you're at that employer. Every day is like an interview. So you definitely want to be cognizant of that. Also, anything you're doing, as far as if you're doing presentations, networking, you always want to be presentable, smile as much as possible, always have the I can mentality, and you always want to be concise as far as the points that you're trying to make. You have to be very professional at all times. So you definitely want to make sure you do that, because again, we're always being watched. Every day is an interview. So you got to make sure that you're cognizant of that. Also, you want to constantly network. I've met a lot of great people, a lot of great success, a lot of great entrepreneurs, a lot of business insight I've had in all spectrums. So I'm always networking. I always have the mentality, when you work in corporate, especially if it's a large location or a large conglomerate business, you want to make sure that you're always networking and trying to get to know people. You don't want to go at a job every day and you're closed-minded. You want to make sure that you seek to meet people. You never know who you're going to meet. Remember, every day is like an interview, so you want to definitely do that, because you never know whatever position you may seek to go to, whether if you come into a business entry level, they may give you some insight as far as what workshops you may do or need to do to pursue to get exactly where you want to be. So you definitely always want to do that, constantly network. As an African American male, it is what it is. You have to do extra. We always have to work harder than the average person. That's just how it is. It's been a lot of positions I've applied for where I excelled within my department or my team, and people have gotten promoted over me. It was a guy that I helped train as far as getting sales. I actually led my department in sales numerous amount of times. So it was a guy that I was asked to go help and give some insight on increasing sales. He got promoted over me about 3 to 4 months later. So I had a more diverse background, and I had a degree in bachelor's degree in business at the time. So I've been looked over several amount of times by managers, that will hire a white male, Hispanic male. It's definitely disheartening sometimes, but you got to know, you got to keep going, keep persevering. But we always have to do more, no matter where it's education, networking, or working extra hours. You may have a 40-hour work week. Sometimes you may have to do extra 10 hours or 15 hours, what have you. You always have to do more, or picking up special projects. So you always want to do that. So it's very imperative that you do that and not get discouraged, because that's just what it is. You are going to be looked over a few times. So, just be aware of that, but don't let that hold you back or discourage you. Also, you never want to lose your composure in the workplace. I've been put in positions where I've been disrespected, with managers being very unprofessional, as well as I'm actually in San Antonio, so it's not a lot of black males within the city. In general, it's mainly a white and Hispanic population. So in the workplace, it's only a few African American males that work within the workplace. So you definitely want to pick your battles and stay composed, because that's the one thing that they're waiting on, to see if they can get you out of character. So you definitely do not want to get out of character. You want to stay in character, stay composed, pick your battles. Sometimes it's not worth it. At the end of the day, again, we're always being looked at. So when you outsmart that manager or supervisor, what have you, and you handle the situation properly, you'll still end up coming out on top. And you always want to document things that happen as negative, because you never know when you may need it. I had situations where good thing I did document, and some things had happened, and I was able to meet with directors, and just ended up being a adverse effect to that manager because he did some things that he didn't follow proper protocol. So you definitely want to document and make sure you have all your ducks in a row when dealing with that. So definitely you want to keep your composure. Remember, I said we do have that stigmatism, because you got to think some managers, they have never came in contact with a black person. So that's why these jobs do a lot of cultural training. They have, certain managers have X amount of hours as far as cultural training. They do classes. I've taken a few classes with cultural training because it's a very diverse work environment. So you're dealing with different cultures. So you definitely want to know the different environments and different cultures and different mannerisms, because you always want to be respectful to everyone, especially in corporate. So they do give the cultural trainings. Again, a lot of these managers, they have not came in contact with African Americans. So all they know is the crazy rap music or videos. So, you definitely want to be mindful of that. So they may be very nervous. And they may have certain beliefs because they never have came in contact with blacks. So they may have a negative perspective on us. So you definitely want to keep that in mind and always stay professional and on your P's and Q's. So definitely want to do that. And again, basically just to close everything out, I don't want to keep you all too long, but you definitely want to make sure that you keep all these things in mind. Every day is an interview. You just want to be comfortable, composed, and always network. Always do that. So definitely keep these things in mind as you pursue whatever endeavors you have, and hopefully you have the best success in your career. Again, you can reach back out to me. Instagram, again, that's Miley DM. And you can always share me to your Facebook friends or what have you. Again, just keep it posted, and I hope everybody has a great new year. Talk to y'all later.